Do you want to improve your flow? Add a dribble turn. Before you try this, you need to make sure you've got a really solid dribble. So there's a couple of common mistakes I'm going to cover. So first of all, moving. So it's really common to move when you dribble. So you need to make sure you're getting this push and pull. So this foot is going to come in and this foot's going to push and pull. So I'm coming together. So my weight in the middle when it's under me is 50-50 on my feet here. And what I'm going to do is push down into my toe, and that's going to really help anchor me. Now it's really important as well that you make sure that you bring this front foot forward enough. Otherwise your weight's always going to be mid to back here, which is really uncomfortable. So make sure that foot comes forward so you can get your weight on it. Forward, forward. Let's start turning. For this turn, you're going to use a lot of toe manuals. So it'd be really good if you've already unlocked toe manuals. Now we're going to use them in this stagger like this. So if you can get your toe manuals in a nice stagger, this is really going to help you, because when we turn, we are essentially turning on the toes. To do this turn, we're going to turn when the foot comes from the back to the front. We're going to keep it on the toe. So normally as it comes through, we put it down, but we're going to keep it on the toe here, and the action is going to be a pivot. So when my right foot is in front, I'm going to turn this way. And when my left foot's in front, I'm going to turn clockwise. As I pivot, this foot stays in place. So this one turns in place. This one is going to make an inside edge. So a really good way to find those inside edges, it's got to be a tight inside edge. So if you can do a C-step, this is really going to help you, because you're going to be used to doing nice tight inside edges. But a great way to find your inside edges is to stand slightly wider than hip width apart on your insides. So what I'm doing is I'm bending down to load my legs and I'm lifting up. And that's going to help you find that tight inside edge. Because when you do this, you need to put all the weight down here. So you're turning in a nice small area. So that's why I was saying about using your toe manuals. We have come to my trusty counter so we can hold on. Essentially what you're doing here is 2 toe manuals. So I'm going to bring this foot from the back to the front and I'm going to keep it on the toe. This is my stabilizing leg. So most of my weight is going to be on here, because this one is going to slip around. Remember that inside edge we spoke about? So I'm going to push all my weight down on here and I'm going to slip that round as I pivot on the toe. Let me show that one more time. So it's going to come forward. I've got most of my weight on this foot and I'm going to pivot there. If you've got grippy wheels on, you're going to find this a little bit more difficult, because the grippy wheels are going to want to catch. So that means you're going to have to lift that foot onto the toe manual a little bit more. There. And vice versa, you can do it with the left leg in front and turn there. So most of my weight is on this wheel here and then on these front 2. There. If you've enjoyed learning this one, I do have an entire playlist of these sorts of moves, so a really nice one to learn after this would be the crazy legs. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!